Alright, here's another song, a Rottrevore song entitled Conspiracised. There's the bass line for it.
Just ask who wrote the song. You wrote it?
This song's primarily Mark Mastro.
Okay.
On a percentage basis, it could be 60, 65, or 70%, and and I filled in the gaps. But if you had to assign it, it's more so Mark than it was me. It's a good piece. It's definitely a good piece. It's popular. People like to hear it.
Awesome.
Anyways, we got. I would like it where if I play the bass in this song the way that I'm going to now, I would use all four fingers. So you're going to get the bottom four positions, then of course open positions of the bottom two strings. As I said on the other video, strings 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, for tuning's sake, I'll just give you the open second string, which is a 440A. Okay, my fourth finger, which is your pinky on your left hand, if you're assuming you're a right-handed bass player. Let me see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Vocals begin. Here's where that part goes. Knock it off. Let me think here. For the bass, I'm going to stop a moment. This song has a lot of symmetry. What I mean by symmetry is it's based on all kinds of 4 counts and so forth. And it's got your very common XYXZ pattern. It's in almost all music. It makes it easy to remember. That's the good thing about it. And anyways, it's that XYXZ is it's that alternating thing. So anyways, and then there's that bass part that's by itself. The bass player would have a part on his own where the guitars and the whole band would jump in after 2 repetitions. So he would go. Now all the whole band's in. So I think he did like 2. If you listen to the recording, there's 2 that are by themselves. There's 2 with the whole band, and then of course it breaks into this part. And then the drummer's doing something on the hi-hat. So anyways, coming to the fast part, which is, there's a part that goes. So really the bass player, I can't remember, did he do this exactly or cut it in half? Oftentimes he was following us pretty exact, but even so, we would oftentimes have him cut the time in half to make it sound more solid. In most applications, I think it's often better, rather than the bass trying to play as fast as the guitars play. So, to cut that in half, I guess you really couldn't. that's what the guitars were doing. You know, playing the bass, you could probably that would require some galloping with fingers. I wouldn't even be able to do that, so I got to stay with the pick on it. Then there was this little intermediate. You know, guitars did that. I can't remember if the bass did that. That's a top string, like a hammer-on pull-off. So you got. But that alternate, or the hammer-on pull-off run here on the top two strings, that always happened like on an alternate. It didn't happen like in 2 times in succession. Let me see. Then it went back into this part. Then back in it. I want to say the second one and the fourth one had this. And then it went back into this part. Then back to the intro piece. I'm sorry. And then, of course, the guitar solo rhythm, short guitar solo, and it went into this odd sequence of diminished chords. The chords aren't diminished, but the way they're placed. You had. Yeah, here's probably the preferred finger preference. Use your third finger, 5th position, bottom string, and go. So the high key, which is on this E note, only happened twice. There's the second one. And then, of course, the low key was made into a chunk part, so I believe the bass player went. Trying to think, there was crash accents. Did they happen right away? But it's like the second one. I'm sorry, the third on the low keyed one, which is this D note. Harmonic dives on the lead guitar. part I'm doing now, I'll stop it for a moment. The part that I just finished with is just like the one in the beginning of the song. It doesn't have the run, and it's just slower in pace. And so it does, I want to say 4 of them. If this is 1, 3, 4. If that's 1, it goes times 4. If this were the last one, it goes, this is the 4th one. And that's the whole song.
This is the whole song?
Yeah, it's Conspiracised.
Okay.